Hello, welcome, my loves. Welcome to Soul with Soul Tarot. So today I have a very special reading meant for you. If you've received this reading, if you've clicked on this video, thank you, welcome. This is my first tarot reading in a very long time, probably 4 years, but I've been called recently to come back into the space and to channel messages for the higher good, because we really need it at this moment in time in our history and our evolution as a society. And so today we have 4 piles to choose from. For those of you who appeal to crystals, I'm gonna have the crystals, I'm gonna explain what the crystals are, and then I'll share the cards underneath for those of you who are visual seekers, who want to just connect with the visual image of the card. I've also chosen to use my Sacred Geometry deck for this reading to start us off, because the messages that I've been receiving lately are calling for us to connect with the sacred geometry of the world we live in. It's sacred for a reason, right? Because it's a shape, a form that has existed in our societies from ancient times all the way till today, and we see it in we see it in plants, we see it in our molecular makeup. It's widespread, and so that was what I felt most called to start this reading with. So let's get right into it. We have pile 1 with the Angelite crystal. We have pile 2 with the orange calcite crystal. We have pile 3 with the Lapis Lazuli crystal. And we have pile 4 with the Labadorite crystal. Welcome back. So for those of you who'd like to pick with the images of the card, we'll start with pile 1. We have the fertility card. Pile 2, we have the cosmic flower. Pile 3, we have delight. And pile 4, we have soul time. All right, so I'll take a moment for you guys to meditate, pause, and just reflect on the pile that's calling you the most. Let's take a grounding breath in and exhale. All right. Once you've picked your pile, you can scroll down to the timestamp down below in the description and in the comment section, and you'll find the messages from your specific pile. Pile number 1, those that picked the Angelite crystal and the fertility card. Let's take a moment to read what the card actually says. So, the frequency of fertility invites us to be more open, more courageous, more creative, and more joyful than we were before. It activates the potential for something beautiful to grow from our consciousness into a new and grander expression of ourselves. The card over here as our reminder with our crystal. All right, and we'll start the reading with a few oracle cards. We'll just collect the cards first, and then we'll walk through them. gosh, the cards are like flying here, as you can see. All right. Kind of have a mind of their own, huh? Oh, my. Okay. Yeah, lots of energy with fertility. See what we have here. We have the bat spirit. A rebirth is assured. So again, this taps directly into that fertility energy that we just talked about. A rebirth. Something is being created. Something is being birthed into this world through you. We also have swan spirit. Time for a deep dive. I'm going to look at all the cards first, and then I'll provide the interpretations. We have Marguerite Porret, the mystic of divine love. We have Thecla, the prophetess of true power. We have alone time. And we have abundance of Sothis. All right, so what your spirit guides, ancestors, highest self is trying to communicate to you right now is that you are in a moment. It is a moment. Like, there is a time frame for this that I'm seeing, where being alone will actually give you the time you need to reflect on whatever you want to bring into this world, whether that's an actual child, whether that's an idea, a business idea, whether it's just ideas in general, right? Like you receiving new information that you might want to share with others. Right now, you're being called to really take some time with yourself, right? Look, literally, we have alone time and then we have time for a deep dive. So Spirit is really asking you to just rest, collect yourself. And actually, this is a great time to do that because the new moon is coming up on February 17th. And usually when a full moon happens, that's an opportunity for us to start new manifestations, to start new projects, to really, again, just start anew, which ties directly back to the fertility and the bat spirit energy, right? Of something wanting to be birthed. And so the alone time, the time to really reflect on what it is that you really want in this moment, is going to help you become clear on what it is that you are rebirthing. And then we have here our message from Isis: abundance of Sothis, stellar blessings of the celestial goddess of abundance. So I'll get a little bit more information when we dive into the tarot, but as a result of you taking this time to pause and rest and reflect, good things will come out of this. You will have plenty of whatever it is that you desire. And so here with Marguerite Porret, the mystic of divine love, she says, love is divine. I am nothing except love. And she has this halo over her. And so that recognition of being connected with love, of spending that alone time, is what's going to allow you to find out, right, how you can be more open, how you can be more courageous, how you can be more creative. Apologies for my incense falling, but if anything, yeah, the timing on that was accurate. And then we have Thecla, the prophetess of true power. I call my power back from all times and all places. I am my own. And so I was called, of course, to pick some oracle cards from the Divine Feminine deck here, instantly because of the fertility card, for one. But even if you're a male watching this, there's something to gain from here other than the literal interpretation of birth, or even being a woman. It's this idea that sometimes when we are in a place where we want to bring something new forward, our power is not fully there to do so. But when we do pull in our power, right, again, in that alone time, in diving deep, it is assured, right? It is granted to us, the blessings of abundance. They're granted to us if we just take that time. You know, I'm actually being called to share the book's reading of this card for those of you who are feeling most connected to the card. So it says, when the long, dark days of winter finally give way to the arrival of a new season, all of existence responds in glorious expression. The voices of songbirds fill the air. A hint of green appears on trees and plants, and people walk with a little more bounce in their step, a smile on their faces. Spring is a time of fertility when all of existence is bursting with the potential of new life, a time of expansion and promise. We see it around us in the outer world, and we feel it inside of us in the inner world. It feels like a grand yes is breathed over us, into us from everywhere. Usually fertility refers to the ability to produce offspring. In the new energy, we're invited to consider fertility as the potential to grow something new and inspiring, an idea, a project, a new paradigm. So this is exactly what I was saying, right? The blues and greens of the image refer to the fertile grounds on which something new can grow. The clouds remind us of the spiritual aspects of the fertility concept, like the birth of a new consciousness, which is happening during this time period as well, which is why this energy, I'm sure, is coming through as well. The squares represent the form-based reality, right? So the material world here of our earth-bound life. The bright flower shape at the top represents our connection to source. The sphere shape at the bottom, our connection to earth. Equally as bright yet different, the beauty of flowers is a reminder of how wonderful life can be when expressed fully. So yeah, I would say that directly correlates with what I was saying, and honestly, I'm feeling called to even just like show you the beauty of this flower. Like, you see, maybe even buy yourself some flowers if you feel called in this new season that's coming in. But yeah, definitely collectively, but also as an individual here in this reading, you're being called to bring something new forward, whatever that looks like for you. Actually, so here we go. I was gonna say, let's use the tarot to see what that could actually be for you. So we have the Tower. Oh yes, absolutely. That's the energy. We have 7 of Pentacles. We have 3 of Chalices. We have 7 of Chalices. Oh. We have the Queen. Sorry, it's getting a little crowded over here, you guys. Sorry. 7, Queen of Chalices. We have the Lovers. Maybe someone is giving birth or wanting to give birth. We have the Knave of Wands, which is the Knight of Wands. One more card, Spirit. Okay, thank you. The Empress. Okay. Well, this is a very clear picture. So we have 2 very strong feminine energies and 1 male energy coming through. So you're being invited again. You're being invited the Queen of Chalice is the Queen of Cups, typically in the Rider-Waite Tarot, and the Empress. You're being invited to dive deep into your emotional realm, to uncover what it is that you really want, and how you can bring that forth. Like, I mean, look at the energy we have here, right? It's that sun energy, the sun that gives life to everything, right? That fertility card we were talking about. So once you take that time to rest, okay, so here we go. Sorry. Let me start from the beginning. So what's happening right now is there's a collapse of the old that's happening, right? Literally, the pyramid being struck by lightning as the people fall. So this can be like more of an external, like the world around us that's happening, or this can be an internal situation. Internal meaning close, in your close environment, whether that's with friends or family, where something, you're breaking loose of something, right? And that thing, once you break away from it, will bring you great abundance, right? Again, abundance, the blessings. So we have the Pentacles here, the Seven of Pentacles, which means that you're working on something. So this is something you already know. So at the time of this reading, you already know what I've been talking about since the beginning, since me starting this reading. And what you continue to put into this will benefit you. You will reap what you sow, right? Look at the wheat. You will reap what you sow. That is definitely here in your energy. But what you're being called to do, again, here with the Three of Cups and the Seven of Cups, is to decide what that is. You have some celebrations coming up that are going to be important for you to really like feel this abundance and this fertility. Maybe it's a baby shower, honestly, for some of you. Again, this is a collective reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But you do have many options here as well. We have 7 and 7, maybe 7-7 is a number for someone here. And then we have the Lovers, so that's even more why I think this is related to birth. Because again, the male energy coming here with the Knave of Wands. But I do think that your partner, for those of you who are in a relationship or married, might still be in the early stages of his maturity or understanding of himself or the relationship you guys are in. But with time and balance, this connection will prosper. We have here with the Moon energy. Yeah. We have the Queen of Chalice. So, okay, that's what it is. Okay, the other thing here, so again, we have the 3 and the 7 going into the Queen. So it seems like whoever's watching this video, again, male or female, but most likely female, because I'm getting the idea of birth here. You are the queen of your emotional realm. And so whatever this Tower moment is, Spirit is asking you to take some time alone and to dive deep into how you can move forward with this situation. Because it does have a positive outcome, but it requires you to reflect on what that outcome is going to be. All right. All right, let's see. I know I picked out the Oracle cards earlier, but I just feel called. Okay. Yep. I mean, you can't make it up. Yeah, this is going to be abundant for you. I'm really excited for you guys, actually. This is really good energy. You got the key. Yeah, so the key here is really to reflect. Oh, we have toxic. You know what? Maybe you're being called to cleanse as well. Something might be in your energy field or in this situation with you. Again, I feel like this, let's switch this around. I feel like whatever you've dealt with recently is not serving you, and it's causing a lot of stress, and it's not allowing you to really sit in this fertility energy. And so what you're going to need to do is separate yourself. Here we go again. Alone time. That is the key to this moment that you're experiencing. And when you do that, when you come out of it, money, not just money, sorry you guys, like material fulfillment, let's say that. So in the material realm, right, material fulfillment will be the result of you having taken that time and moved forward with whatever the decision you've landed on. So I'll wrap this up by saying you are deeply loved and cherished by your angels, your ancestors, and they want you to know, sorry for moving the camera, you guys. They want you to know that when you call back your power, the power of who you really are and what you really want and what you want to birth into this world, and that's from a place of love, lovers, that is where you will find the most fulfillment and just ease in your life. That is what I see for you guys. All right, my loves, this is all I have for you today. I wish you well. I pray for continued blessings, love, and abundance. For those of you who are new to the channel, and if this resonated, I pray that you'll subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. For those of you who've made it to the end, drop a flower emoji. It doesn't matter which one. Any flower that you feel called to, drop a flower emoji in the comments so I know that you've received this message, and the collective that are also hearing this message will know that you have received the message and that you're in that same energy field. I wish you all the best. Love and light. See you in the next reading. Welcome, my pile 2. So happy to have you here. For those of you that picked the cosmic flower and the orange calcite, this will be your reading for today. Let's start by reading what the card has to say. The frequency of cosmic flower activates our remembrance of the place we call home, the core from which we pour our magnificence out into the world. I love that, magnificence. Okay, so I'm gonna start by shuffling a few cards from the oracle decks just to see what messages want to start coming through. I invite your angels, guides, ancestors, higher self to come through in this reading and provide the clearest, timely messages needed for you, my love. Oh, we have quite a few cards that came out. Oh, okay, hold on. Okay, Spirit, can we just get one card, please? Or one additional card. Okay, there it is. Thank you. Okay. All right. Spirit, can you please provide me one card from the Divine Feminine Oracle? Okay. I listen to the signs. Okay. Let's see here. While you guys, okay, we have 2 messages for this video. While you guys just wait for me to collect the oracle cards, just take a moment, breathing in, exhale, just settling into the energies of this reading. I'm actually going to take a moment to read this card from the book. So we have the cosmic flower. It's a beautiful card, beautiful imagery. So like the flower that draws the hummingbird to drink its nectar, the energy of cosmic flower invites us to keep returning to our cosmic core, to drink from the nectar of our origin. Like the tiny bird, yet gratefully skillful, we need to recognize that in order to be our highest expression here on earth, we need to check in with our home base, our source, often. It is the place where we connect to our spiritual core. The cosmic flower activation is overflowing with all aspects of the fullest expression of who we really are. An abundance of vibrant color, form, fragrance, sound, and energy that stimulates our senses to a maximum, making us feel alive in every cell of our body. It is an invitation to enjoy the sweetness of life, to lift up negativity and express love as abundantly as we dare. Flowers have been given as an expression of love, affection, sympathy, and intention for thousands of years. This beauty reminds us of how wonderful life can be when expressed fully. The green center of the flower represents the heart as the center of our being and the core of our experience here on earth. The bright oranges and reds are representing our passion, our creativity, and our strength. The number 6 is associated with love and relationship, harmony, and balance, all the elements that make the human experience so worthwhile. The dark background refers to the deep, dark universe where we connect to our place of origin, the place we call home. That was super beautiful, and I love that even more because we have the flower here. I did the same thing for group number 1, but I feel called to do the same for you guys. Just taking a moment to look into this beautiful rose. Maybe you're being called to give yourself some love, buy yourself some flowers. You don't have to wait for anyone to give you flowers. You can always take the initiative yourself to make your space more warm, more inviting, more full of love. All right, excellent. Let's start with our oracle cards. We have the Otter Spirit. You are never alone. And we have the Frog Spirit. Clear out the clutter. This is so funny. I wanted to wait until I did all the cards before providing the reading, but clear out the clutter kind of directly aligns with where I was coming from with treating yourself to some flowers. Maybe you need to just get rid of some things, remove some space, or not space, remove some items from your space. And Frog Spirit is definitely calling you to do that. And there's a special message here for those of you who are feeling alone in your experience, in your journey. Know that you're not alone. I mean, you're here now. So we're already a community. We're already connected. And I want you to know that you can reach out. I can definitely attest to my own experience. There have been many times, moments where I felt alone in my journey, like I'm the only one going through what I'm going through, but that's actually not the truth of our, that's not the truth of our real experience here on earth. We're always connected to source, right? Again, the reminder of the cosmic fire. We can always find our home, but it takes some time, right? It takes some time to really find that coziness, that center, right? That heart center, heart chakra energy. So actually, just a reminder, so those of you who chose the orange calcite, this crystal is very much a supporter of creative energy, love, passion, also abundance, sun energy here. So this is a reminder that, like, when you come from this place, actually, it's kind of funny in this, like, we have that sun here in the card, which is wrapped in love of the Otter Spirit. So that is your reminder to stay in the space, the energy of creativity and love. We have Mashig Labradon, the diamond-hearted Dakini. It says, I see the light in my own darkness. I face my ego beliefs to feel free. Okay, so for some of you who are here in this reading, thank you. I just want to say thank you for being here. But I do feel called to share with you that if you haven't subscribed to my Substack newsletter, I highly recommend you do. The link is in my bio, and I'll also leave it in the description box down below. But this card recently came up as well during my post called Transforming the Ineffable into Art, which is even funnier because we have creativity here, which is really that source of energy that helps us create things. And in that post, I have a paid section that is meant for people who receive this card, who are connected to this energy, to get a deeper message. So if you're interested in hearing that deeper message, definitely sign up for my Substack and access the oracle reading that I've added to that section, because I think that there will be an important message for you there as well. All right, we have sound healing. Absolutely. I mean, we have the music going here a little bit too. So if you find yourself feeling really calm right now, I recommend you probably take some time to listen to some Hertz frequency music. You can find it on Spotify. I'm sure you can find it on Apple Music too. Whatever platform you like to stream music, you can definitely find Hertz. And by Hertz, I mean HZ is the symbol for it. Specifically for you guys, I recommend Hertz frequencies related to the heart chakra, related to the sacral chakra. We have orange here. We have red, right? The red and orange energy. That is sacral and heart chakra. All right. We have soak in a bath. Absolutely. That is what you are being called to do right now. You know, it's funny because we have here we have 3 ones. If ones are significant for you, this is meant for you. That is a clear signal. We have 1 3 times. And not only that, but we also have 6. And I don't know if you remember what I read about the card. It mentioned 6, the energy of 6 being harmonious. So this is definitely aligned for you if you ended up here in this reading. We also have here the Temple of Black Obsidian. And we have Enter the Chamber of Healing. Okay. So for those of you who might be into crystals, I recommend, if not the orange calcite for you, definitely black obsidian. These are fairly easy crystals to receive. If you go to like a metaphysical shop or apothecary shop, or honestly, sometimes you can even find them at Target or Marshall's or TJ Maxx. But yeah, definitely invest in a black obsidian crystal. It's asking for you to take some time to heal. We also have 3 again. So 3 and 1, 3, 1, 6 might be significant for some of you here. All right. I'm gonna shuffle some tarot cards to see what else Spirit has, what other messages Spirit has for you. Angels, ancestors, higher self. What message do you have for pile number 2? Okay. We have 4 of cups, 4 of chalices. We have the lovers. Okay. We have the Tower. I'm gonna just move this all over a little bit so you can see the spread better. Okay, let's see. We have here the Chariot, the Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles. Let's see, Spirit, what is the energy pile number 2 is in? What messages do they need to know? Any final messages, Spirit? I see. All right, pile number 2. So what we have here, we have judgment. We have the 4 of Cups. We have the Lovers. We have the Tower. The Chariot. So a decision is going to be made soon, or you're currently at a crossroads of some sort. We have the 8 of Pentacles. We have the 6 of Cups. Okay, I think I see what's happening here. So, this reading is not necessarily meant to be a love reading, but I do see with the Lovers here and some other messages that you might be dealing with a heartbreak. You might be in that energy now, or yeah, I'm sensing the energies now. Okay. You're being called. You're being called to assess and reflect on your current love situation, because something inside of you is kind of being pulled in 2 different directions. You can't really make up your mind about it, about how you want to move forward. You're kind of stuck with making a decision. I also see that here with the Hangman. The Hangman in the Rider-Waite Tarot typically deals with kind of not really knowing how to move forward. It sounds like you're kind of stuck in this energy, stuck in this moment. Yeah, okay, it's clear now. This is why we have clear out the clutter. So the clutter can actually be physical, like I mentioned with like your space, but I think it could also be energetically. That's what you're, yes, that's what it is. Spirit said yes, 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 yes. That is what is happening. Okie dokes. So here we go. So this is, sometimes I rearrange the cards for those of you who are like, what the heck is she doing? Sometimes I rearrange the card when the message becomes clear so that I can translate it better. So you're being called to clear out something that is not serving you. And you can do this, they literally said you can do this by doing, listening to some sound healing, sound bowls even. If you have your own, wonderful. If you don't, maybe you go, and I know they have some sound bath classes in certain places. You can do a sound bath, which is kind of funny because we have soak in a bath. So you can do a sound bath. You can also soak in the bath, have some crystals around. Yeah, yes, that is what it is too. Here we go. Because we have the black and, yeah, the dark healing chamber. Okay, I'm going to take a quick deep breath in and exhale. Sorry if the messages are coming a little quick, but I'm being shown different things as Spirit is guiding me here. And now the pieces are starting to come together. So you are giving more than you are receiving in this moment of your life. And Spirit is saying that you need to take time to heal. Know that you are not alone. Call on your spirits, call on your ancestors to help you during this time. Because you've activated this remembrance. You've activated calling in your home environment. Like, you're being called to take some time to heal your heart. And Spirit is giving you very clear directives on how to do that. Clear out the clutter. Know that you are not alone as you're experiencing this heartbreak. Know that you can do some sound healing and soak in an Epsom salt bath. Have some crystals. Have some, like, pamper yourself in this moment that feels heavy. Now, for those of you who are not going through a heartbreak and you're probably like, what are you talking about? This has nothing to do with me. Then maybe this reading was not meant for you. But the message is very clear for those that it's resonating with. That is what you're being called to do. And it seems like you're going to have to make a decision. All right, we have judgment here. So this Could be someone who has maybe more authority. Oh, no. No. Spirit say no. Okay, what's happening here is you are very clearly being called by your ancestors, your guides, to call in support from them on the other side. Because we have here Anubis, the jackal, who is asking you to take some time to sit, not just with yourself, that's why they say you're never alone, but to sit with your ancestors where you call home, connect with that energy, clear out anything that's not serving you. So this tower energy that we have here, that's related to this relationship. And then from there, you're going to decide. And we have the Eight of Pentacles here. I might ask for some clarity on this because we don't have any other pentacles anywhere else. So this doesn't really seem like a financial moment unless you've been working on some, or maybe is it that you guys are building something together, and if you separate or I don't know, or actually maybe it's that your finances are tied together. That could be it too. I am guessing a little bit here. Spirit has not guided me on that because again, this kind of has come out of nowhere. But it's for sure that there is a decision that needs to be made. And you'll find the answer to that decision, right? With that Hangman energy. Once you've healed, we have healing twice here. Oh, 3 times. Ooh, remember how I said 333? Oh no, apologies, misspeak. Remember how I said 111? 111 energy. Now you're having healing. So anything that shows up in your life, this is a reminder. This is a clear message for those of you who are on this pile. Anytime you receive a message in 3 or you see a synchronicity repeat 3 times in a string, that is your ancestors, your spirit, your highest self calling you to recognize this. Be aware, pull this awareness to it because it's trying to tell you something. Okay? I'm gonna get this deck here to get clarity on this Eight of Pentacles. Oh yeah. Oof. All right, I'm gonna take a moment. I just want to tell you guys, you are loved. You are loved. You are not alone. You are enough. You are worthy. You are deserving. You need to hear that. You are going through serious heartbreak. Just you're in a space. You're in a space where you need to take some time to really do some deep healing. You are being called to heal yourself, and you can heal yourself. That is the power. That is what the cosmic flower is trying to remind you. It's trying to see. Oh, here we go. Again, go to my Substack, please, if you're feeling called. The message is here very clearly. I see the light in my own darkness, right? Remember the darkness that surrounds the cosmic flower? You are magnificent. You are magnificent. You are out of this world. So do not spend any more time, energy, effort into whatever. Hello, my loves. I am so sorry. I had to rearrange my setup because my camera died. I apologize, but the last thing we were talking about is the Three of Blades. And then I was called to pull some cards from my little guide oracle deck just to get a better, to clarify the words that we really want to tie in this energy of where you're at. And what we got was comfort, power, and release. And I was pretty much at the end of the message, but what I was trying to round this out with, and again, I apologize for that, you know, some of the challenges that come when you're starting anew, right? But what I was saying is comfort. So this is what you're being called to do, right? Again, you have clear directions: sound healing, soaking in a bath, eating a nice meal, a nice warm meal that you enjoy, because when you do so, you are going to reclaim your power back as the Empress that you are. Yes. And you will then be able to release, clearing out this clutter, the energy that's holding you back. All right. So I pray that you take the time to go within into your own healing chamber, to recognize the magnificence of your essence, of your being, of your existence, so that you can make the right decision for you that is for your ultimate and highest good. This is what your highest self is calling on you to do. Yes, take the time, reclaim your power, and then release that which is not serving you. That is your message for today, my loves. If you made it to the end of this video, leave a frog emoji in the comment box down below so that I know you made it to the end, and so the collective that is here in this reading as well can know that you made it to the end and that you are not alone in this energy, in this feeling, in this experience. And I hope that you find comfort in knowing that you are not alone. Until next time, my loves. Bye. Hello, my pile of threes. Thank you for tuning into this reading today. This is for those of you that picked the Lapis Lazuli crystal. All right, we'll place that there. And then for the Delight card, wow, the energy of this card is immaculate. Holy cow. Do you guys feel that? See it? It feels like it's like vibrating. It says the frequency of delight supports our capacity to create and experience feelings of intense joy and happiness. The more delight we feel, the more delight we evoke in others. That is beautiful. So I'm going to collect some additional oracle cards here. As I do so, you can just ground yourself, get cozy, just take a moment to really settle in and listen to the messages that Spirit, your guides, your highest self, your ancestors want to share with you today. Okay. One more card for pile 3. Delight. How lovely. Yeah, when I think of delight, I just think of like the ultimate expression of happiness. The ultimate expression of happiness. Intense joy and happiness. That's what that card is making me feel. So ones might be important for this pile. Ones might be important. Let's see what else. Okay, we got 2. So I apologize for the disruption or the change in video. I pulled 2 more cards at the end. Unfortunately, my camera storage got full, so I had to just reset. I apologize for that interruption, but let's get right into the messages. I'm gonna start by actually reading your cards explanation from the book, because I think it's important for those of you who made your way here to hear this message. So we have delight. Literally means from the light. Science refers to light as an electromagnetic radiation that we can measure in wavelengths and visible light as a range of wavelengths in variations of color that we can perceive with the human eye. In the new energy, we are asked to consider the multidimensional attributes of light as fundamental to what we believe about it as well. Light has a quantum attribute and is non-linear. It is an energy that can be created through consciousness, and consciousness can create it in return. Light influences our awareness, our perception, and therefore our reality. We associate the word delight with feelings of pleasure, joy, and happiness. Joy and bliss are considered to have some of the highest frequencies of all emotions. By feeling joyful or blissful, our frequency goes up and up. The higher our frequency, the more light we generate, the more we can shine in return. The yellows and orange and pinks in the image refer to the sun as a symbol and the source of our light. The beauty of the flower stimulates our feeling of joy, and the colors are like the sun, bright, warm, stimulating, nurturing, all at the same time. The flower blooms while receiving light, or perhaps it is shining the light that we are receiving. The flower of life visible within the image represents the grid on which our three-dimensional reality is based. That is beautiful. Look at that beautiful sun energy. This is giving sacral chakra energy. Sacral heart chakra energy. All right, we have the panther spirit. Beautiful. Reclaim your power. We have the rabbit spirit. Now is a lucky time. All right. Lucky indeed. For those of you who made it to this pile, this is a special message for you. We have 444. We also have 9 and 9. Those might be important angel numbers for you. We have sing. You are being called to use your voice, to express through the sound of your voice, through your throat chakra. The vibration of your voice is going to be magnificent for those that hear it. So you're being called to be in that energy of singing. We also have hydrate. Yes. So 2 messages here. I love this rainbow energy. You guys might even have a rainbow aura. Might even be rainbow children, rainbow star seeds. I know for some of you who are in that space, you know what I mean when I say that. For those of you not in the space yet, rainbows can be very significant. Maybe you see them a lot. Maybe you see rainbows refracted in light, or you see rainbows often in your life, more than maybe most. You're being called to, I also see your third eye is open. So the energy here is showing that you're very connected, you're very tuned in. But there's maybe a reclamation that needs to happen a little bit more. And when you do reclaim that power and can you harness that energy of delight through your voice, and by keeping yourself hydrated, you can create whatever you want. That's why we have the universe here in her hair. You have the power of creation, which is a beautiful gift. You also have the power of voice, which is another beautiful gift. I feel like sometimes people don't know what their powers are. Like, yeah, like let's talk about it like superheroes, kind of. Like, we all have gifts. We all have powers. And when we utilize and tap into those gifts, we actually help those around us more than we think. And so it sounds like you have the gift of song. Your voice is very powerful. And you also have a very clear awareness of who you are, the world around you, and how you connect to source. And you're being guided to use water to manifest what it is that you desire. Set an intention when you drink water. It doesn't have to be every time. I can, but definitely set an intention when you drink water. And when you do, I'm sure you'll notice things change. You will notice that things change. We also have here the Black Madonna, Our Lady of the Hermits. I transform pain and suffering into a greater capacity to love. We have that sun energy here again, sacral chakra. Okay. I'm getting a very royal energy here. So for those of you who don't know, that are not familiar with Lapis Lazuli, it's a wonderful healing, but also energetic third eye crystal, which is really funny. Crown chakra crystal that is deeply tied to Egypt, as well as Greek and Roman. During the Greek and Roman eras, they used this stone. Actually, they would grind it down to a paste and use it as paint, a very vibrant blue paint. You might even have Egyptian heritage or lineage, ancestry, I'm hearing, connection or just interest in Egypt that has pulled you to the stone. Typically, when people are pulled to the stone, there's a very large Egyptian presence. We also have some major synchronicities with the numbers here. We have 9, 4, 5, 9, 2, 7, 9, 9, 9, and again we have 4, 4, 4, 4. So 4, 4, 4, 4, 9, 9, 9, 9 might be significant for some of you. If it is, and this is resonating, then this message is definitely meant for you. I can see here that those of you, some of you might be singers. Some of you might use your voice or your songwriting or whatever it is to turn any pain and suffering and transmute it into joy and love and happiness, right? A greater capacity to love, which ties directly with this delight card that we started with. That's very beautiful energy, you guys. Let's see what else we have for you. Ooh, wow. We have Kali energy. Oh, she did not come to play, you guys. Look at that. It almost, you know what's funny? She almost has the same intensity in her eyes as the Panther spirit. Look at that. It says, Kali, Mother of the Universe, I release all that doesn't serve me. It's time to be the truth of who I am. Now is a lucky time. Now is a lucky time, you guys. Let's see. We also have Say Less. Ah. Okay. I feel a close connection between these two cards. I'm feeling it in my chest. We also, again, have here Sun Energy. Sun Energy, so very similar colors. We have the orange, yellow, and pinks. So for the Say Less card, it's funny because it's kind of, it feels paradoxical to the Sing energy. But what I think it's really getting at here is you might be overdoing it in some area of your life. That's why you're getting this reclaim your power. It's time to be the truth of who I am. So maybe there's a part of you that's acting inauthentically, and you do this through your speech. And remember, words have power. So we need to be mindful of the things that we say, right? Because sometimes the things that we say do not serve us, right? Again, I release all that doesn't serve me. That is clear message from Spirit. Yes, that is a confirmation. Yes. We also have Spirit of Isis, Triumph of the Goddess. Isis might be a spirit guide for you guys. Maybe you've already felt pulled to Isis as an archetype figure. Kali is an archetype. The Black Madonna is an archetype. Again, we have that sun energy in the background here. Again, Triumph of the Goddess. You are protected, but you're being called to step into your truth, reclaim your power, because when you do, many good things are coming. Many good things. Yeah, look, again, transform pain and suffering into greater capacity of love. I release all that doesn't serve me. It's time to be the truth of who I am. That is what's being called of you right now. Let's dive into this a little bit more, my loves. Let's use some tarot. Okay, we have, oh yes, 10 of Cups, 10 of Chalices. I think some of you here definitely have an Egyptian pull or connection. I think so. And if you don't feel, if that doesn't resonate with you, that's okay. But I know that there will be a good amount of you where it will. We have the King of Pentacles, okay? Oh, my loves. My loves. Is there something that's blocking your blessing? Is there something that you feel is blocking, or maybe you don't know that it's blocking your blessing? Because we have the we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. So it seems like within your destiny, fate, your soul contract, let's say. You are meant to be financially secure. You are. But it's reversed, so that means that we haven't quite settled into this energy, but it's there. It has the potential, right? You're kind of in the middle phase of this. We have 5, 6. So you're not at the 10 energy yet, but guess what you are? Guess what you are? You are emotionally intelligent. You have the awareness to know what I'm talking about. I know you know what I'm talking about, you guys. We also have 1 again. We have 1, 1. Yeah, you guys are working on something, but maybe you've had some hurdles, some obstacles that are, again, blocking your blessing. Let's see, Spirit, what are they? Okay, yeah. 4 of Swords. Do you guys get dreams? Do you guys have dreams? This could either be literally like you guys get dreams or you have very profound dreams, or this could be that you have big dreams to achieve something. That's what I'm getting here with that connection. But it's almost a limitation. Something's limiting. Something's limiting. Let's see. Spirit, can you clarify? Okay, that's, yeah. Something is blocking your blessing, my love. Oof. Oh, we have the wheel. Oof. Whoa. Oh. Ace of Wands. Okay. Message received. So, the message your highest self, Spirit, is trying to tell you right now is that you are blessed. You have everything you need to achieve your highest dreams within you. But what you need to do in this moment in time is say less, and do more, right? Because when you do more and say less, this is when you will get all that is rightfully yours. And not only that, you are mentally blocking yourself from stepping into this King of Pentacles energy. And part of that could be maybe things that people are telling you. It could be jealousy, it could be envy, it could be competition. Maybe do you feel like there's too much competition? I don't know. You definitely have a blockage, my love, even though the potential is great within you. The potential is great within you and you're already awakened. So you probably know what I'm talking about here. And we have the wheel. So this is what I was saying before, as far as like, I hate to say inheritance, because I don't want you to think that like you're gonna just like receive this large sum of money, but it's definitely something that's karmic for you. You're meant to receive or be in this position of having abundance, financial wealth, happiness, joy. You're meant to experience that. That is part of your soul contract. But something is blocking you. And Isis can help you. Kali can help you. The Black Madonna can help you if you seek help. Yeah? Tap into that. And then we have the Ace of Wands here. You have everything you need within you to do and bring that dream to life. You do. I'm feeling called. One more tarot. We have the Three of Blades. I feel like that's sitting over here with that Four of Swords energy. 3 of Swords, 4 of Swords. Yeah, something within you or around you is blocking you from you reclaiming your power fully. But you have the potential to remove it. Because the time is now, right? Now is a lucky time. Time is now. Oh, my loves. I mean, come on. You can't make it up. You can't make it up. All right. Oh, baby. Baby. What? going on here? Let me just move this up a little bit so you guys can see it clearly. Sorry. Okay, let me just take a deep breath. Maybe you take one too. So this is what I was talking about. You are marvelous. You have this intense energy. You have an intensity to you, just like the sun. Like, it's almost blinding. Like, people are just like when you come into a room, people are like, oh, wow. Like, you're special. You are. But there's some things that are blocking you from what you are meant to have. And I see that again with the five of crystals is the same as the 5 of wands. I mean, you can see the similarities in the imagery. You know what? I'm being called to read the message for you for this particular card, you guys. Hold on a second. The number 5 in numerology corresponds inherently to challenging situations that can be overcome solely through patience and acceptance. Reclaim your power. 5. That's what I was saying of like, you're building, but you're not quite there yet. It's getting hot in here. Things are tensing up and getting a little crowded. There's some new competition in town, a way you will have to prove yourself to retain your position. Whether it's professionally or socially, you need to put in more effort than usual to keep your status, to stay strong in what it is that you desire. Nevertheless, it's entirely left to you to decide how to manage the situation. You can stick to your old ways and protest about your competition, or you can show how adaptable you are and cross the finish line ahead of everyone else. At the end of the day, there will always be competition in life. That is exactly what I was feeling and getting here. That's what I was saying related to singing. I feel like it might be related to singing. I'm feeling that strongly for my pile 3s. For this pile, I apologize for all the breaks and cuts here. It's funny, like, or ironic how there's so many breaks that have happened because of like my, I guess, setup or whatever, but it also feels like the energy is kind of blocked. And I think that's really what is coming through here. That's what I was picking up on. I picked a few more oracle cards just to kind of end the reading here. And we have cleanse. So yeah, that's exactly what I was picking up and feeling. Whatever's blocking you mentally or externally, cleanse the energy. Whatever that looks like for you, you'll know what it is. We also have self-expression. How beautiful with the sun card here, right? Literally, look peacock energy, flower, look, pinks, purples, or not purple, sorry, pink and orange again, right? And then we have money. So this is what I was saying, you guys, my pile 3s, please take this message and know that once you cleanse yourself of whatever this blocked energy is that is not allowing you to receive what is rightfully yours within your soul contract, through your self-expression, I know for sure it's related to your self-expression. Again, it might be singing specifically for some of you. But once you do this, once you cleanse and tune into the self-expression and keep pushing forward, like this 5 and 6 of Pentacles energy, you'll be able to get to that King of Pentacles energy, and the money that you are rightfully owed will come in. All right. So that is all I have for you today, my pile 3s. I wish you the best. Put a lemon emoji because we have lemons here too. Oh, a branch from the same tree, huh? Put the lemon emoji down in the comments so that I can know who this bright, vibrant energy is. Let yourself be seen. And also for the community, right? There's safety in numbers, so if you put a lemon in the comments, other people will feel called to do the same, and it just helps pull in the soul family here. All right, that's all I have for you today, pile number 3s. I love you. Love and light. Till next time. Bye. Hello, my pile number 4. For those of you who picked the Labadorite crystal, this reading is for you. We have soul time. So for those of you who are called to this pile, 4-4 might be an angel number for you, because we have 40 here in numerology. This card is very powerful. As I'm looking at it, I'm becoming overwhelmed. I'm feeling a little bit of maybe tightness in my chest, but not in a bad way, just feeling into my heart chakra a lot here with this sun soul energy. So it says the frequency of time asks us to allow the possibility of a new reality to emerge, one that embraces the concept that while the corporal body is mortal, the soul is timeless, limitless, and infinite. And maybe that's what I was picking up on energetically, is like, you guys have a very strong energy. I mean, no surprise with the Labadorite crystal. It's like, it's one of those things where the power of it is really hidden within the fractals within the stone, but it's immense. Like, when you see it, when you feel it, you're like, whoa. And that was the energy that I just completely got overcome with. For those of you who noticed that my setup has changed, there have been a lot of iterations of the piles previous, so I kind of had to make some adjustments as I went. Like I mentioned in the beginning, in the intro, this is my first time doing a reading in 4 years, so getting back into the routine of what that looks like is definitely something that's been playing out here today. But I'm going to pull some oracle cards for you, my loves, and then we will get into some tarot, and then we'll close out the reading. Thank you so much for showing up here today. I'm glad that your soul, your higher self, was pulled to come to this reading, and I'm sure that the messages that are meant for you will show themselves here today. All right, we're going to start with this Spirit of Animal oracle deck. Spirit, whoa, okay. We have a lot of, like I mentioned, a lot of energy coming through here. You know, I'm gonna just take a quick moment to just slow down. Okay, oh, okay. Wow, you guys have so, okay, so this came out twice, so I'm gonna pull that, because that is definitely something Spirit is trying to say, this is for you. We have Starfish here as well. Starfish Spirit. And we have the Brown Bear Spirit. Wow, you guys. So we already have 2 5s and 2 9s. Wow, in a very synchronistic order too. The Starfish energy is sitting right in the middle of this. Now, it's funny because for the other piles, I've actually like pulled the cards and kept them unrevealed until I had all the cards first, and then I would channel the messages. But clearly for your energy, pile number 4, you are wanting to express, your highest self is wanting to express itself here and has very clear messages in doing so. So I'll just let you guys ruminate on these cards while I pull some of the other cards in the meantime. Just settling into this energy right now. Spirit, angels, guides, higher self. Okay, so we have, wow, you guys are really showing yourself here. Oh, we got 3 for you guys. Okay. Yeah, like I mentioned, the energy with this group is so, so, so powerful. I'm like feeling it like all throughout my body. Okay, we got, and I guess Spirit really wants you to see what the message is, because like I said, the cards are flying out here. It's insane. Let's put these over here for now. Yeah, if this pile, those of you who made it here, if you're feeling a strong rush of energy or just feelings within your body right now, this is definitely a sign from your higher self that this message is for you. Okay, let's get one more message from this self-care oracle deck. Spirit, what is the message for number 4, pile number 4? Oh my gosh. Okay, so something I'm already picking up within your energy field, pile number 4. 3s might be significant for you. I think you see things in 3s. 3s, 333 might be another angel number for you. All right, let's see. Yeah, because, you know, for the other piles, I usually pulled 1 or 2 of the oracle cards. I did not pull as many cards for their deck as your deck, so this is a very clear message coming in. Oh, okay, masculine energy, that's what it is. That's what it is. Could be a male coming through here. Okay. All right. I'm gonna actually switch these because I like finishing off with the Isis cards. Yeah, a lot of energy here. A rebirth is assured. Open to infinite possibility. Take time out. Okay, actually, before we get into the other oracles, I'm being called to the book to read this description to you guys. All right. So the message I have for you, it says, as part of a duality-based world, the concept of time has been defined throughout human history in linearity, with a past, a present, and a future. We look back at where we came from, apply lessons learned to our present, and move forward with expectations that are derived from the past. Linear time has been comprehensible and has made our future somewhat predictable. The story of our human history is told from the viewpoint that we are born into this world once and leave when we physically die. A straightforward story. Now that we are awakening into a consciousness of a much larger story than a singular lifetime on Earth and a defined three-dimensional reality, we slowly start to realize that time as we knew it no longer applies. Besides going back into the past and going forward into the future, we find spaces that are far and in between, spaces that are infinite and non-linear. We have arrived in soul time. Soul time means having access to all the experiences that the soul has been through, is going through, and will go through, all in any given moment that we choose. To demonstrate this evolution of linear time, the soul time activation has been created from a repetition of the infinity sign. Which is actually kind of ironic now that I think about it, because infinity, some people see it as 8, and again we have 4, so again 4 is coming up here. 4 might be relevant for some of you in pile number 4. All right, soul time means having access to all the experiences that the soul has been through, is going through, and will go through, all in any given moment that we choose. To demonstrate this evolution of linear time, the soul time activation has been created from a repetition of the infinity sign. I know that I read that already, but for whatever reason, Spirit wanted me to read it again. The purple refers to our connection to the higher realms and source, a connection that needs to be securely established in order for us to experience time outside of the reality of three-dimensionality. The yellow is our inner power and the way we manifest ourselves here on Earth. The hexagons, where are the hexagons? Oh, it's kind of like deep in there. I don't know if you guys can see that. The hexagons in the image refer to the form-based world, which is linear and three-dimensional, yet an equal component in our experience of reality and time. That is super powerful, you guys. Yeah, look at that. We have that infinity symbol just intertwining. It's beautiful. Wow. Okay, so let's tap into these other oracle cards we have here. Brigid, the goddess of the eternal flame. I'm an eternal flame, and each day my light grows brighter. White buffalo calf woman, the prophetess of the sacred way. My heart is a compass. The path of love is true abundance. Okay. Spirit wants me to stop for a moment. So, for some of you, this is going to be quite an intense reading. So I do want to give you a little bit of like a trigger, or not even trigger. Trigger might not be the right word. I want to give you a caution of only continue forward with this reading if you are ready to receive what I'm going to share with you today. I'm going to say that one more time. Only continue on with this reading if you are ready to receive the messages that I plan to share with you. Okay, let's continue on. We have Queen Esther, the morning star. My ego is in service of my soul, and I trust my soul's divine timing. Okay, I'm going to just pause there for a minute. We have two things to think about here. We have possibility twice. That is not a coincidence. Coincidences are not coincidences. They are moments for us to recognize the synchronicities in our life. That is spirit, that is something beyond the material, the three-dimensional world that is calling for our attention. So possibility is here twice. Okay. Then we have timing and we have time. So there's something about, oh, time, 3 times. Ooh, baby. Again, as I mentioned, 3s might be relevant for my pile number 4s. Because all of your cards came out in 3s. So this is spirit really trying to tell you this is the message for you. Okay. Now, something else that I picked up on in your energy here. The card mentioned past lives, essentially, or this idea of time, or how we think about time. And I'm getting a very clear message that you've had many past lives. If you've been interested in past lives, or yeah, just wanted to learn more about past lives, whether it's yours or just the concept itself. Clearly, my pile 4 is you believe in reincarnation. You have to believe in reincarnation for you to even get this card. And you know this because you're open to infinite possibilities. You know this because your heart is a compass and you trust your soul's divine timing. You might have had Celtic past life. So we have Native American past life, or Aborigine. I swear I always mess up the pronunciation of that, but you know what I mean. And then we also have Persia here. Okay, let's keep going. We have sing. We have make a vision board. And we have, let's see here. We have sync with the moon. Okay. It's funny that the sync with the moon card came out because part of the intention I set for this particular reading was so that I can get this reading out to my community before the new moon on February 17th. And so you're being called to sync with that new moon energy. You are cosmic, my love. You are cosmic. Look at all the stars showing themselves here. Look, the galaxy within her shirt, the galaxy within her hair, the stars here. Like, you are just full of energy. We'll get into the interpretations in a moment, you guys, but I just want to see all the cards we have available to us. So we have masculine energy, so you may be a male. Even if you're not a male, you may be very in tune with your divine masculine energy. A rebirth is assured. We also have glow up. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm going to pause here for a moment. So what Spirit wants you to know is that you are being called. You are being called to take some time out, literally, right? To visualize what it is that you want to manifest. I'm getting a manifestation here for sure. And that's probably why you're being called to sync with the moon, because when you sync with the moon, so for those of you who don't know, new moons are an opportunity for us to manifest things that we want to come into our lives. We also have another 5 here, and we have 9. This is your confirmation, you guys. You have 555, and you have 999. Another 5. Again, 33. So again, for the collective here, we have 5s, we have 9s, we have 3s. That might resonate for some of you. Okay, coming back to it. So when you take the time to make this vision board, sync with the moon, maybe you incorporate some singing to get the vibrations high. And I love that this starfish is here, because it's just like, like the tentacles of it are vibrating too. I don't know if you guys have ever held a starfish, but they have all these little fibers and tentacles at the bottom that are so soft and delicate, and they're the membranes that they use to connect. And so you're being called to connect with that source of infinite, literally infinite. Oh, we have infinite twice, you guys. Yes, this was meant for you. And when you do this, then you'll have this glow up. You'll step into this glow up. All right. We have healing the divine. You guys. Healing the divine masculine. Osiris rises. You guys. Like, you can't make this up. Like, masculine energy, divine masculine. Like, this is exactly what I was getting. And even though I did choose some of the divine feminine cards, that's more so to just show you a glimpse of that past life, a glimpse of what you need to hear right now, so that your soul can connect with what it already knows. You're starting to remember, right? You're starting to heal with that remembrance. We have a rebirth is assured. Yeah. So okay. So we have rebirth, we have healing, and we have glow up. So that's what's happening right now in your energy, pile number 4. That is what's happening. So remain aware. You know how to read the signs. And then we have enter the chamber of healing. Healing in the divine chamber of the Lady Isis. Yeah, so again, you're in a period of healing. Or maybe you're being called to heal, right? Because it's saying take time out. Take time out. Enter the chamber, take time out. Heal. Heal, whether it's, oh yeah, healing the divine masculine. Okay, that's what it's saying. Heal the divine masculine energy. Maybe you've been too much in your divine feminine and you need to pull in the divine masculine to really help you with your process. Okay, let's pull some tarot cards here. Spirit, what is the message we have here for pile number 4? Oh, okay, we have the Devil. That came out right away. We also have the Empress and River. Oh, yeah, you guys. Okay. Okay, we're almost there. Okay. We have the Star. We have the Ace of Chalices. Yeah, you have an opportunity here, you guys. For those of you, so this might resonate for some, for others, leave it if it doesn't. You might be a star seed. You literally might be from another star, galaxy, planetary system. That's maybe why we have all this star energy. Again, yeah, that's what I'm getting for sure. Okay. King of Swords. Yeah. All right, last card, Spirit. Any final messages for pile number 4? Higher self, angels, spirit guides, ancestors. Final message for pile number 4. Okay, we have 2 more cards. Okay. So we have here the Five of Swords and the Emperor. Interesting. You guys. Okay. I'm gonna put this here. Actually, we're gonna switch some things around. Yeah. There it is. There it is. There it is. We have 5 again. We have 3 and 3 again. So, what Spirit wants you to know right now, you need to take some time, right? Because we have the Empress energy here. So that radiance that I already see, look, more stars. We have that star seed, star energy. You need to take some time out to sort out any afflictions of the mind or wounds, trauma even, related to how you relate to the divine, to the masculine energy. You need to integrate masculine energy into your energy more. We have 3 of Wands, 2 of Wands. Yeah, because you're being called to venture into the next phase of your soul journey. And in order to do that, this divine masculine needs to be healed. And that healing will come because the Emperor energy was the last one that showed itself. And yeah, like you're tuned, you're awakened. You have your third eye is open. That's clear. And you actually have a pretty solid understanding of your emotional state and just generally how you navigate through the world. You're a very powerful spirit, as I've already mentioned. But there's some things that get in your way. And maybe it's that you interpret masculine energy as a negative thing. That's why we have the Devil card here. Maybe it's haunting you in some way, or maybe you've just had bad relationships when it comes to male energy. But that's what you're being called to integrate here now. And when you do that, once you integrate the divine masculine, make that vision board. Again, use song to help you find what you want to put on the vision board. Sync your process with the moon. And whatever you choose to manifest during this next moon cycle will come to fruition because you already have what you need to make it happen. You just have to, Spirit is bringing more awareness. Yeah, a more awareness to this energy that you're missing out a little bit here. All right, let's take some final oracle cards from this deck for pile number 4. Yeah. But you guys are powerful. Look at that. Like this is literally, that's everything I feel. I still feel it in my chest and in my back. Okay, here we go. We have 3 cards. Again, you guys, 3. There's some connection to 3 here. I know this is pile 4, but as I mentioned, there's 4, there's 3, there's 5, there's 9. Those are very significant numbers for you. We have 5 again. Okay, so true love, intuition, which you have, the star energy is definitely having that intuitive knowing and healing. Oh, babes. You have this blue energy. You must have this like blue aura. No wonder you must have attracted to this Labadorite. You see the radiance of the blue, maybe the purple. Yeah, the ginkgo leaf. Maybe you guys like ginkgo tea, or ginkgo's a plant that you like. We have a lot of blue here. Blue. Do you have blue hair? Or definitely have blue energy. Blue and purple. Crown, third eye chakra, crown chakra energy. You're definitely enlightened. You're definitely in tune with yourself. It's just a matter of integration. It's a matter of integration for you, my love. All right, well, that is all I have for you today. For those of you who made it to the end of this reading, thank you. You are seen. You are blessed. Let's drop a blue emoji of some sort. It can be a flower, it can be a heart. Anything blue that you're feeling, that you feel called to, drop it down in the comments below. So I know that you made it to the end of this reading, and so others who are in this community, who are in this energy with you, can see you shining your light and standing forth for others. I thank your guides, my guides, and our higher selves for allowing this message to come through today. You are loved, sending you love and light. Bye.